Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Majestic Mayhem. I'm your host, Death Dealer, and I have a special guest with us tonight. I'll let him introduce himself.
Good evening, everybody. It's me, it's Yobi. Peace, love, life to you all. Death dealer, thank you for the invitation. I surely appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad you could join us. I appreciate it. Uh, you guys don't know, obviously, as you can see, Miss Cozy isn't with us tonight. She had something happen she had to take care of, so she wasn't able to make it tonight. And Mr. Yobi here was oh so kind as to come through and help me out.
Do you guys hear that? She said Mr. Yobi. Make me sound like I'm 85. God damn. Mr. Yobi. Like, that sounds weird.
Oh, no, not at all. Gotta love you. Gotta love you. You're such a great person.
Well, thank you so much. Yo, I got a question for you. Who put together that show you guys do on Friday? Because that show is hilarious. It's like one of the most different shows in this community.
Actually, that it was all Axel uh, for iconic video games. That was all him. He had started it, I believe, 2 or 3 years prior to me joining,
Mhm.
and they just decided they wanted another member. And my husband was like, "Hey, my wife plays games. She'd probably be a good fit. Why don't you have her on, see if it works out?" And the rest has been a gold mine. They're a great crew to do a
Yeah,
podcast
fantastic crew. I
with.
like them.
Um,
I like you guys together. You guys are fucking fantastic.
we get along so well, and I'll be honest, Doggy is one of those people. Like, I feel like you could put him with just about any
Anybody.
group and he would be great with
He is
everybody. Like,
hilarious.
oh yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. I can't praise him enough
Mhm.
how awesome he is. He is truly one of the best. And of course, Axel is an amazing person.
It's,
He is the mastermind who comes up with the topics and things every week for us.
nice.
So without him, it wouldn't exist at all. And then Princess Zelda, she's just amazing, wonderful woman. So yeah, we all add our own. And what's also good is that we all play different games and different genres, but we do still have some overlapping game interests.
Mhm.
So it's funny because we can always introduce vastly different games, but we can always talk about games that we all have played and you know enjoy.
Nice.
So it's a really good fit. It's a really good crew. Yeah, I do have to say I do love being a part of it. It's been an awesome experience, wonderful experience.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely because the coolest time slot with you guys is you guys come on what it's 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
You guys come on at 8 o'clock, and then like I think you guys finish like what, like 9:30.
yeah.
It's like it works out perfect because I will watch you guys at 8 o'clock, and then like around 9:30, you guys finish up. I would jump straight to K Mega's GRG to watch. So it's like, oh, this is a perfect slot to jump from one to another. It's like it works out good. You guys are hilarious. Like you guys don't give yourself enough credit. You guys are fucking hilarious. Seriously, great podcast. Love you guys.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to hear it. It always makes me happy because you always hope that you're doing well, but it's always nice when people compliment you and let you know that you're doing a good job,
Hmm.
um, especially considering I wasn't always exactly sure. if I would be necessarily cut out for podcasting. I wasn't sure if people would necessarily find me entertaining, if I would actually be good at it. I'm good telling stories and entertaining at parties and things, but that's in a much smaller,
Capacity.
yeah. So to know that I do have the talent to translate that to a wider audience and people do enjoy it, it is very nice. It is very flattering.
Okay.
Um, and
Yeah.
I,
Hold on. I,
oh, oh,
Axel, you can kiss my ass. I ain't no lady. It's want some hate, ladies. Screw you.
oh, okay. I just saw it.
And Axel.
Hi, Axel.
What's up, dude?
I just
But
say the doggy.
yeah, but like when it comes to you guys, the Iconic Video Game Podcast, that podcast stands out because majority of podcasts today you see they're talking about video games, right? It's 95% of the time everyone is discussing the same topic but in a different way. But you guys, you probably discuss something here and there, but you guys literally take it, keep it in video games, but you take it left. It's like it's like you guys have a it's like a podcast, but at the same time it's like a video game show, you know? It's like
Yeah.
majority of the time when I watch you guys, I feel like I'm in the crowd watching you guys like live on TV. Like it's fascinating, bro. I can't imagine. Like it's very good, very very good.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, we try, and we do realize that we do share the opinion of there are vastly different gamers out there because
Mhm.
and that's why the market is such a good market because there are so many different genres and styles that there is a game for everybody to enjoy,
Right.
and not everyone has to like everything, and that's where I find a lot of times with with the council wars and things, I usually just laugh when people get so worked up about it because it's like you do realize they're just games. It's supposed to be fun, guys. Well, it's not that serious. I promise. We'll
I
still own them.
I agree, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm be honest. I used to get worked up, um, in video games, so like, but I think it finally hit me. I think was it sometime? I think sometime last year, and it hit me again this year. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, changes are gonna happen, and I always tell everybody, this is not Xbox 360 or the PS3 era. That whole the thing that the whole philosophy of things that we grew up to, like, let's say, oh, exclusive, like in this day and age, it's not important anymore because at the end of the day, we are the consumers, which is a fact. But I think people have to start realizing now that we're all adults, who are funding these companies, who these companies answer to. They answer to these damn investors. Investors, I'll say 99% of the time, they don't care about this shit. They care about money. They want their money. And once they start, and people's like, oh, well, we don't want the investors to get involved. Well, they kind of are involved because they're supplying your favorite companies with the money to keep the ball rolling. So if I'm giving you 50 million or 50 billion every year, you damn right I'm involved because I'm giving you my money. You get me? So, and don't get me wrong, Deb, I understand everyone's gripe and anger in situations and this and that and the third and going batshit crazy, crashing out for this and that. But I look at it like this: are we getting games? Are they supplying us with games? Is gaming is the gaming industry when it comes to gaming is it in a healthy state aside from the layoffs and stuff? Games are coming out every single month. Switch is coming out, Xbox is coming out with games, PlayStation is coming out with game. You got Amazon is in gaming now. You got Netflix is in gaming now. You got companies who you never even heard of are getting into the gaming space. So if anything, we got it good. And I think what it is now, it's a bunch of spoiled kids. That's what it is.
Oh no, I have so many different thoughts on the gaming industry as a whole.
Hmm.
We could literally we should probably do a show just based on all of that. I mean, I personally have my gripes with all video game consoles for
Hmm.
various and sundry reasons.
Hmm.
It is a well known fact that I have beef with PlayStation.
Oh,
And
oh yeah.
it's not for, it's not for the PlayStation fanboys. And it goes, there's more to it than that. My biggest beef with it is how fragile the unit itself is. And
Hmm.
that's a serious manufacturing flaw that should not be a concern or a problem at all, especially with the amount of money that we have to pay for the consoles and the fact that they don't cover it under their warranty, which they should. Meanwhile, you have Xbox who's like, oh, your hard drive went, your connector,
Hmm.
for your power cord went, this went, whatever. Oh, just we'll send you the part, no problem. You can fix it yourself, or you can send it to us and we'll fix it for you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Where PlayStation's like, sorry about your luck, buy a new console.
You, kn-
Uh,
you have a point because I remember around the time the PlayStation 5 came out, I think it was like 3 to 6 months when it first came out. They said, "Hey, they said we're not." When you put the SD card so you could install in your PlayStation, they put out a statement say, "Hey, we're not held liable or responsible for something happening while you're installing your SD card into your PlayStation 5." I'm like, "Wait, hold on, but you and every other company put on the back of the console saying, 'Hey, fair warning, if you open your console, it will void your warranty.'"
mhm,
So how can you say it's gonna void your warranty, but you want people to go out and buy a M.2 drive to put in the console? So
mhm,
if something does happen, it's kind of on you because you're saying, "Hey, you want more space? Go buy the M.2 drive so you can install." But you said we will void our warranty if we open the console. So that's it's kind of weird.
listen, hold on.
And we went off topic. I am so
But,
sorry.
oh no, it's fine. We can, I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna say this one more thing, but I'm going to hold on. I want to clear my throat. So I
Yeah, go ahead.
all right. So my biggest beef with PlayStation 5.
Hmm.
First, let's skip over all the other beefs that I have with the console and the way it was distributed and the lack of the lack of quantity while they know supply, and we're going to skip all that. We're going to skip all of that. Okay. Because
Honestly,
that I
believe
believe that they did it on purpose. We're going to
I
skip
s
all that.
I said the same thing. I believe they held those consoles back on
Oh,
purpose.
oh, hell yeah, they did.
They
There's,
did.
there's not an ever, no.
Mm,
Okay. But my biggest beef is they have been known to leak liquid metal.
mhm. Oh,
PlayStations have been using liquid metal for years.
mhm.
Why are we having problems with a console that was already difficult for us to get, that we had to pay? This is one of the most expensive PlayStations that have been released, okay, with the least amount of equipment that comes with it, let's be real. Okay, why is it leaking metal and it's not covered under your warranty? You didn't do a recall. You just said, even though it's supposed to be you're supposed to be able to position it what two or three different ways. But if you position it in this one particular way, the chances are it's going to leak liquid metal, and that's your fault. You have to pay for a whole new PlayStation. Just like the connector piece for it, if
Mm,
you move the console around too much and disconnect that cord from the port too often,
mm.
you will ruin the port. Again, that's a design flaw for something, and I have to pay for a whole new one. You can't,
And the warranty doesn't cover that.
no, or at least it wasn't. It they might have changed it because they've had enough issues and complaints over it. But as far as I know, no,
Listen,
that's not
I'm
covered.
still convinced to this day. The first round of PlayStation 5 came out. I'm still convinced to this day that they rushed that shit out. That excuse my language. That's what I personally. I feel like that it got rushed out to be on par with the series console.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no, it did so many things, but so we have been off topic. We'll jump on topic real quick, but first I would
Yes.
say hi, Timmy.
Yeah, man. What's up, laddie?
How you doing? Oh, of
Sorry,
course.
I'm at the movies. I'll catch the replay. Have an awesome time. Thanks, Axel. Have fun. Stay safe, buddy.
Yeah, enjoy the movie.
And if you have a soda while you're at the movie, I hope you spill it on yourself
No, I hope you enjoy the movie. No
and spill the soda.
spoilers for us. Spill your soda. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, so we are discussing because we are both in Florida dealing with tropical storm or hurricane or I don't know, call it what you want. It's a problem that we're dealing with rain, I guess, right
I
now.
hope it's a tropical storm. We don't need no damn hurricanes. Like, stay away.
I I think even if it is a hurricane, I think it's only a cat one, and those don't really
Do nothing. Yeah.
last long. Well, let's be honest, even cat twos for us aren't the worst. We're kind of built for it.
Hey, what's up, Jaipur? Dreddy, Dreddy.
Oh,
Let's
hello, darling.
one of the best beers in the community.
He does have an epic beard, and it
Does he
is.
ever think about cutting it off?
Pardon me.
Does he ever think about cutting it off?
No, he's not allowed to anymore. No.
That bad, huh?
No, I he does have a very beautiful face underneath it, actually.
Hmm.
Um, but I've never really seen him in person without it. He's always had it since we started dating,
Hmm.
and I've become so accustomed to it. I don't think I would like him running around my house without it. I would feel like I have a stranger running around my house. So it's been well over 13 years we've been together.
He's had that beer for that long?
Much longer actually. We've been together for over 13 years. We've known each other for probably 15 years.
Gotcha.
So, and he's had it even longer than that. So,
That beer looks
um,
so damn healthy. I feel like you can swing from it.
well, because of me, he has grown it in much fuller and thicker. He did
Hey.
have it much um, more tamed, I guess you
Mm,
could say. But yeah, he had more of a ZZ Top thing going on. I had him fully grown in.
sweet. Okay, that's
I
the
like
man.
it.
RWKDA. What up, bro?
Hey, how's it going? Yes, Big Boss, one of multiple deaths running around. We can't all be at all places all at once.
That's a badass cup. Look at that. That cup is fire.
Thank you. Thank
Cup is
you.
sick.
It's the poisoned apple. I
Yes,
have a,
indeed.
I love the Evil Queen was one of my childhood role models, believe it or not, growing up because,
Nice.
well, she was gorgeous and she just wanted to be loved
Hmm.
and slightly feared and be youthful and
Slightly.
dress, in elaborate clothing and rule a castle at her own whim. How could you disagree with that?
True that. You know what was one movie that I don't think it doesn't get the respect it deserves, even though it's a classic. It's an
Hmm.
old movie.
Hmm.
I don't hear a lot of people talk about this movie. James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, that movie was a really good movie. It was ahead of its time, though.
That was my favorite movie as a child. Oh my god, I love that fucking movie.
I
Love
think
that movie.
part of the problem, though, too, is because it also came out around the same time. I think a few other clay stop
Classic movies.
animation came out, like
Mhm.
Nightmare Before Christmas and a few
Ha
other
ha ha
things
ha
like
ha
that,
ha.
or
Yes.
even the Corpse Bride. You know what I mean? There were a few other ones that were not obviously similar stories, but you know
Mhm.
what I mean with the clay animation thing. And I think it kind of got lost in the mix. Same reason, Coraline. It was a hit, but it kind of got lost after a little while
Mhm.
because a bunch of
You're
dark
right.
goth.
Another movie. It's an animated. People nobody talks about this. It got lost in the shuffle as well. Have you ever heard of a movie called Fern Gully?
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that people have started talking about that one again,
Yeah.
because of Robin Williams' "Bat" song in it.
Mhm.
Is Batty electrical Batty song in it.
Mhm.
Some kids on TikTok found it, so that started making the
Nice.
rounds again. Black Cauldron's found a cult following again now.
Nice.
A few of others. But hey, that leads us into the topic of movies to watch during a storm. Cozy movies to cozy up and watch during storms. We're right on the track.
Dude, Storm and no Storm. I can watch. I can watch any movie. Like when I'm like, if it's a boring day, if I'm done playing video games, like, because lately I've been more watching like movies and TV shows than playing video games. But I'll say if it's a winter. If it's a like a stormy day, one movie I know I can put on and just kick back and watch. Mm, God damn it! It just slipped my mind. Oh, I remember now. It's in. It might not be cozy to people. It might be cozy to none, but I could put on Scarface, and I know it's a not your typical movie, but that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite. How can I say this?
It's a comfort movie for you, more or less,
I'm gonna
right?
say comfort, but yeah, I think you can say that because Scarface. That's like one of my all time favorite movies of all time. Like Al Pacino is second that movie, and I love it. And I found out like 5 years ago that Scarface movie is not the original. I was like, wait, what? They said the original came out in I believe like I think between the 50s and the 60s. So I'm like, okay, I gotta watch that. But Scarface, and I can put on, and this is a chick movie. I already know. Scarface and it's a movie, a Nick Cannon movie. Love Don't Cost a Thing. I love that movie so much. Love that movie. Definitely one of the classics.
I actually do remember Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Yeah, it was him and Christina Milian.
Yeah, yeah, I
Gorgeous.
do remember when that came out. That was a remake. Um,
Really?
oh yeah, that one. Believe it or not, by now
Mhm.
I believe it's been remade 4. times.
Really? I didn't know
Um,
that.
yeah, there was one that was done in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s with I can't think of her name, but it was with
I'm
famous
actually looking
teen
at it right
stars at
now.
that time. But yeah, yeah, there was that one, and then one with Nick Cannon. Then there was another one that was done again after that for I would say probably the 2010s or so. And then there was one made not too long ago,
Hmm.
and it was, I think, like a role reversal type thing, gender role reversal. I think the girl played the nerdy one, and the boy was like the popular one.
Oh, okay.
It was bad still though.
Wait, you talking about? Damn it! I think I know what movie you're talking about. It's not Little Cause thing, but wasn't the because the guy who was the popular one, that was Chris Evans who played as Captain America, right?
No, no, no. You're thinking
You know
of
what I'm talking about, right?
he was in that was a satirical movie. That was like the not another teen movie you're thinking of, I think.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of not another teen movie.
Huh.
And he comes walking out in the whipped cream bikini.
Wait, wait, what? Hold on, let me double check. 'Cause,
We might be having like we might just be confusing
I think
like 20 different movies at this point.
yeah, I think so. Hold on, Captain America. Let's see. What's this dude name? It's got to be Chris Evans, right?
If
Chris
anyone
Evans.
knows of
Okay.
any of these movies and which way I refer
Chris
to, or if there's a movie
Evans
you
plays
watch or
a
like
jockey.
watching, during storms and things, feel free to hop into the
No,
chat
you're
and
right.
let us
You're right.
know.
You're right. Not another teen movie. Holy shit.
See,
Yep, that's it.
hey,
You're right.
look
You're
at
right. You're right.
that.
You're right. You're right. Because he played a jock, and the chick who
Yeah, but he
he
was
could only
like
talk to the
so
chick because it was a bet.
cringe-worthy. He wasn't like a cool jock. He was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was like a nerdy jock. That's what
Hmm.
made me when you said nerd, I was like, that's the only one I can
Yeah,
think
because he
of
was
where
the
like,
jock and the girl was the nerdy one.
yeah, but he was so cringy. Yes. Yes. That's funny. That is too
Oh,
funny.
I have another comfort movie. Love and Basketball. Oh,
That's a good movie too.
Love and Basketball.
That's a good movie.
Definitely, that's another comfort movie of mine. I'm trying to remember something because I don't really have a lot of comfort movie when when the weather is like this. I just those few I just said is like my favorite ones.
Hmm.
But other than that, I just throw on something random and just watch something new because we got the Netflix, the Paramount, and the Max, so you got movies galore.
Yeah, there's so many different things to choose from now. But I always feel like I don't know, it could always just be me. I always feel like there's like a certain set of movies that I watch for like certain things.
Mhm.
Um, like when I'm home alone late at night and things, I like to watch the original 1978 Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween. Love that movie.
Hey, you
Love
like to watching that shit by yourself, TV blasting with the windows up? You are a sick individual.
it's one of my favorite movies. I've been watching that since I was a kid. Michael Myers is my favorite villain. Actually, he's my favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite. I have
Okay.
so yeah, I love watching, and that's definitely one of my. In believe it or not, the gore's not bad in that, and it's not. I don't know. I enjoy that movie a lot. I like watching it, um, especially during storms. There's another one too that I like watching during storms.
Mm.
All the Boys Love Mandy Lane.
Why does that name sound so familiar? All the boys love Mandy Lang.
That's another horror movie. Bunch of teens go to a ranch.
Oh, this came out in 2006. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
Amber Heard. Oh
yeah,
shit, she
Amber
was in
Heard.
this.
I'm not a fan of Amber Heard or her acting or her personally. I
Wait,
think her acting's pretty flat, but in that movie, she's actually pretty good.
what is it? Is this the same Amber Heard that had that? What is she the one who had the lawsuit recently?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh
with Johnny Depp. Yeah,
oh, so that is
yeah,
okay.
she's the
Yeah,
one who pooped on the bed. Yes,
yeah.
that's her. My dog stepped on a bee. That's Amber Heard. Yeah.
Yeah, she can kick Ross, but that's
Yeah,
not
but
her.
like I said, this movie is much older. It's like one of her first roles. Um, and she's actually good in it. Like I said, even before that whole incident with Johnny Depp and it coming to light that she's like a terrible person, I've never
Hmm.
really liked her acting. I thought she's kind of wooden and bad. Um, but All the Boys Love Mandy Lane is a good movie. Um,
I
and
just
it is a good movie to watch during storms if you like watching scary movies during those sscenarios. So
it was dreadful. Thank you, bro. He said this is probably the smoothest voice of Yobi. Uh, hey, thank you. I
you do
appreciate
have
it.
a very soothing voice.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I should catch up, but I haven't.
I had another movie on my mind, but it just slipped my mind that quick. God damn it.
Oh, Timmy says he likes to watch Ratatouille. Ratatouille is a
Ratatouille is
very,
hilarious.
it is a great movie.
It's a great movie. It's hilarious as hell.
And I absolutely can understand why you would enjoy watching it. Tiny Giant and I have enjoyed watching it many a times. Yeah, we like Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is one of those movies you can never get tired of.
Yeah, it unfortunately there's been quite a few Disney movies lately and shorts and things
Hmm.
that I haven't really been impressed with. So I'm glad that we still have the older stuff
Hmm.
to appreciate. Um,
Of course.
because
But the
yeah,
older stuff is what made us.
I was expecting more from that movie Wish. Oh, excuse me. It
Wish,
just
wish.
I didn't find it good. I just it's and it was a new Disney movie and the music just wasn't it and I'm sorry, I had the hiccups for some.
That's all good.
um the music just wasn't any good. The plot line wasn't any good. The villain wasn't even really that intriguing, or you know what I mean? Like the whole
Mhm.
thing just like it
You
it
know what?
just it felt flat. It felt like they didn't try.
It felt flat. It sounds like Madam Web movie. That's
I
exactly what it sounds
heard.
like.
I didn't see that. I don't want to see it because I heard. Oh, well, Dakota Johnson. Is that her
Da-
name?
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She even, as the star of it, she even said it was a dog pile of shit. So if she said that not to see it, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and not because
It's on
she
Netflix.
said what they were supposed to shoot and what they actually shot.
Hmm.
They re-edited it and redid things without it. So basically, it's like a completely different movie than what they made.
Oh yeah, yeah. All I'm listen. I was excited to see that movie. I was like, oh, it's going on Netflix. Cool. I laid down and I'm watching it. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. Can you hear me okay? All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I lay it down and I'm watching it. Because, usually you get into the groove of the movie, you're like, that happened. I didn't get none of that. If they let tell you no lie, it was only two scenes in that movie that got me in my feelings, and I was like, oh shit. And guess where those two scenes were?
What?
At the end of the movie.
That doesn't even surprise me. Doesn't even surprise me.
The first scene was some the Dakota Johnson, the character she's playing, she's seeing someone from her past because her powers. She's finally discovering her powers now, like how they work. That part, and then and this is all at the end, and then as the movie's wrapping up, they show her in her Madam Web get up, and the three girls who she was protecting, they were in their spider. They was in their Spider Woman get up, and that shit like the epic, and that was that. And
That
it was yeah,
that sounds like trash.
trash ain't the word, more like disgusting. Hold on.
I think why would they put that in the end of it maybe so
Man,
they could try and get a sequel out of it, but they should have known they weren't going to get a sequel out of it.
yeah, they
Just
oh,
like
they are not getting a
they,
sequel.
they've done that with so many movies where they try and turn them into sequels and leave them on cliffhangers only because they oh god, like the Dark Universe reboot they tried to do with the monsters, the Universal monsters.
Hmm.
uh tried to reboot it with Dracula Untold. That movie tanked for various reasons, so they canceled the Universal reboot
Hmm.
for a little while and put it on hold. And then they came out with oh, what was it? Then they did The Mummy. And because Tom Cruise is a D bag and had to make the movie all about him instead of, the title person who the movie's named after, the mummy,
Hmm.
um, he essentially canceled the Universal Monster reboot with that one. Um, so they're pretty much not, although they are supposed to be maybe I think it was a Wolfman movie. They were talking about doing another one and trying to redo it again, but it's just going to keep failing because
Hmm.
instead of focusing on the character, the monster in the movie, they're too busy trying to build an open world to connect all these movies together, like
Mm.
Marvel and stuff, and Star Wars and whatnot. They need to make good standalone stories with maybe a background character kind of sprinkled in that you don't pay much attention to, that maybe later you can go, oh, I recognize that guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like, I just want some good Frankenstein and the Blob and the creature from I want my old school Universal monsters.
The Monsters growing up was such a classic. That show was so good.
I have a collection of because they're so old. It's the DVDs of a bunch of all the black and white classic Universal
Nice.
classic movies. There's even some Hitchcock in there, Vincent Price movies, Boris Karloff. Uh, yeah, I had to have them, and I probably don't own all of what I want to, but I do own Nosferatu. I made sure to have that. That's a must-have.
Nosferatu.
That's definite one. It's a definite one to have. That's another movie to watch. A good movie to watch um, during a storm. Although I know you know the movie. They've done a few movies based on Nosferatu and the making of Nosferatu, and they did one with God, give me a second. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up because it's actually kind of like a comedy that you might find interesting.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. All right, RWK said he watched the fire out of movie back in the day. Watched the fire out of movie back. Okay. Timmy said my favorite movie to watch and one I enjoy watching loads is a good, fun and chill movie. It's Ratatouille. Okay, you read that. This is probably the smoothest. Okay, I read that. Read that. Okay. Amber Turd. That's right. Uh, 88 says I go back and watch Fibble Goes West and The Great Mouse Detective. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go check that out. It was pushing an agenda. You got that right. But the film movies, love them. Double tap for like. That's right. Actually, let me double tap that. Let me see. Did I like that? Yes, I did. Oh, another movie I watch. Not even during like stormy days like this, but this is an everyday movie, and I watch it religiously.
Yeah, it's funny.
Um, um, um. Why am I having brain farts, bro? What the hell's going on? Damn it!
It happens.
No, it shouldn't. I got it. Ready Player One.
Oh, okay. I've seen that.
Anybody who is a gamer in this community, watch Ready Player One. There's some, and I know that movie was expensive as hell because any video game cat you could think of, they were in that movie. Someplace like one place one like. And you know who I seen in that movie, Dev Dilla, that I literally fell out my bed, almost lost my shit
Mm-hmm.
because
Oh,
I'm a Mass Effect junkie. Like I love Mass Effect. Fucking
yeah.
Commander Shepard was in that movie.
That's funny. That is funny.
In the game, because in the game he does this ugly ass dance because he or she they can't dance for nothing, and he's doing that same dance in the movie. Like if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. And I saw it, I was like, wait. I was like, that person look. I was like, no, wait, that's not Commander Shepard. And I rewinded like 10 times and I slowed it down. I was like, bro, they got Shepard in this movie. Like, I was
Oh,
a fanboy. I was a fanboy.
that's too funny. Well, you know, I've seen that with other characters and different places and things.
Oh, yeah.
It never ends. Yeah, yeah. I think who was it? I'm trying to think of the exact example of it, but there was a person who had voiced another character from a cartoon that one of my younger brothers, loved when we were growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and the same guy ended up voicing something else later on. And when my brother realized who it was, he like lost his mind.
That's fire.
It was hysterical. It was even funnier because we were in our 20s, so he's just like losing it, and it was so funny. But
That's
yeah,
amazing. That's
it's
how it
a
starts,
thing.
though.
Everybody does stuff like that. I've done it where I'll sit there and be watching something, or well, yeah, be watching something, and I'm like, how do I know this person? What have I seen them in before? How do I recognize them? And it'll drive me nuts. So I would like look it up online because it's like I need to know why I know this voice or why I
Right.
know this
Exactly.
face. Like I need to know now. Yeah, but um,
Back to the Future.
Back to
Definitely.
the Future, definitely a
Definitely
good movie.
a chill movie. That definitely Back to the Future. No three. And there was rumors, not even rumors, that people in Hollywood they wanted to remake that series of a movie. I'm like, no, you leave Back to the Future alone.
Um, They
Please no.
actually, I've seen that they've tried to make announcements lately that they are trying to remake it, but I
Why?
heard that that's not possible. The guy that owns the rights for it has gone on record and stated that there will never be remakes.
Good.
There will never be, they won't be redone. The movies are done. There will be no more of those movies. Um,
I mean,
so
the most they can do, bro, just remaster them, just pretty it up and call it a day.
they don't even have to do that. See, the beauty of it is, I don't know how many really old movies, like I'm talking like black and white,
Hmm.
and like even this movies from '70s and things. If you've got them uh, retouched on Blu-ray,
Hmm.
they look amazing already.
I
Like
like that.
there's really no need. In Back to the Future, I've seen that on Blu-ray and there's no reason for them to do anything to it. It looks fine. It looks completely fine. Everything looks great the way it is.
It gets get pretty enough, man. So
Besides, the colors hold up well, the effects hold up well, the pictures are clear with our TVs and every. Like I said, there's no reason for it. Like I don't know if you've watched a Blu-ray copy of well, you don't like horror movies, so probably not. But if you watch a Blu-ray copy of Halloween 1978, you can make out details and things, and the pictures are much clearer
hmm.
than they've ever been. There's no reason for them to touch those movies ever again, as far as I'm concerned. They look great,
Okay.
perfect. So, oh, Axel's out of the movies.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Axel? What's going on, buddy? What'd you go see?
I agree, Dreadpool. There is no reason to do a Crow remake. I don't know why they're doing
Oh
those.
my god, I seen the pictures. I was like, bro, why?
The movie, the other ones weren't bad. I mean, don't get me
Those
wrong.
are
I think the
classics.
third one,
I didn't
I
see
don't.
the
I
third one.
know not all of them are great,
No, I didn't
but
see the third one. I saw the other ones.
there's no reason to mess with those movies. Those
Hmm.
movies are fine the way, and they have a cult following,
Yeah.
and the effects are pretty good because it's not exactly like you're staring right at somebody.
Yeah, I'm still in my feelings that they did another version of Space Jam.
I refuse to watch the new Space Jam.
Uh, I would love to watch it, but I don't want to watch it. I mean, it's on Netflix, but
Yeah, I've seen it on
yeah.
Netflix. My daughters watched it, and I think Dreadpool's watched it. I can't bring myself to watch it because I'm sure it could very well be good. I'm not interested. The original
It's stuck
Space
on the
Jam
original.
was great,
Mhm.
and there was no need for any more of those movies.
I'm
So I'm also not the target audience for that.
right in depth that I'm still in my feelings that they they remade Jumanji. Like, bro, Jumanji by the OG was fine and didn't need to be brought out of the vault to remake into a like a action movie. Like, no.
Yeah, I agree. Jumanji didn't necessarily need to be remade. Now I watched the first one. It wasn't the worst thing, but it was unnecessary. It was just unnecessary.
How dare you? How dare you?
Well, if they would have named it something else, it would have been a fairly. I had issue with like the plot hole, like the Jonas brother guy being trapped in there.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The in the remake,
No,
the
I'm talking
new
about the
June.
original.
Oh, the original is amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't care about the remake. I never watched it. I just saw commercials and stuff. So,
Oh
and then
no.
they said, oh, they turned into an action where I was like, yeah, no thanks.
Oh yeah, no. The original is amazing. I love the
Oh,
original.
okay.
I'm saying the new one, the remake one. It wasn't the worst thing I've seen.
Mhm.
I think it was more or less updated for a new generation.
Of course.
Uh, and for that reason alone, I can see why they did it. We aren't the target audience for it.
You get
Um,
that right.
but my problem with it, my biggest problem with it was there's a character, Joe Jonas's character, or I think
Wait,
it's
Joe
one of the
Jonas, like
Jonas.
the singer?
Yeah, it's I don't know if it was Joe Jonas, but it's one of the Jonas brothers. He's in there, and he plays someone who's been stuck in there for a really long time. And this is also in the same um, uh, dimension that the original Jumanji took place in, right?
Wait,
Well,
no fucking way.
the original Jumanji, Robin Williams' character was
Mhm.
the only person there for a long time and didn't get out until the 90s, which
Right.
means this Jonas character would have gotten sucked in
It's Nick.
while
You're right.
Robin Williams' character was there. So, how did they, you know what I mean? That was my
Yes.
problem.
Yeah, Nick
That
Jonas. It
character,
was Nick Jonas.
oh, okay, Nick Jonas.
Right.
But his character should not have been there. That was a loophole. That
Right.
was a plot hole. His character, if his character was there, it should have been there the same time that Rob Williams' character was there, and you know what I mean.
Hmm.
So, and then also too, that also then leads to the thing of there was a video game Jumanji and a board game Jumanji, but they try to make it out that the board game turned into a video game because the board game became obsolete.
Right.
But again, the timeline doesn't add up because Jonas went somewhere in the 80s or in the early 90s. And you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, we got continuity problems.
Dude.
Continuity problems. But otherwise, not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Listen, I just looked at Jumanji, the remake, Welcome to the Jungle. Do you know how
Mhm.
much that movie made?
I bet it made a ton. I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yo, Death Dealer. That movie. Oh my God, that movie was $5 million away from making $1 billion. What? And they made $995.3 million. Wow. Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and their budget was 150 million. So that's insane.
That's a lot.
I didn't expect it to make that much damn money. Now I'm looking at the second one. And so the second one made 801.7 million. That's what?
Wow.
That's insane.
Doesn't surprise me though. What the price of movie tickets now, it kind of makes sense. You
Mhm.
pretty much spend almost like $100 to take like three people to the movies
Right.
just for tickets alone. Not to God forbid you buy anything.
Right. You know what? I found out a few months ago that all of the Jurassic Park movies,
Hmm.
all of those movies made money. Like I think every movie crossed over 500 million. Because usually,
Makes sense.
when you make movies like Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3, by the third or fourth one, it will die down. No, every movie made money, and they're all good movies. I love them all.
It doesn't surprise me. The Jurassic Park movies, well, one, it's dinosaurs.
Yes.
So who doesn't want to go see dinosaur movies? And they were eating people, and usually people who were obnoxious and deserved it. Like, come on now. You can't tell me, like, the original, the first Jurassic Park. I think almost everybody's favorite scene is the lawyer getting eaten off the toilet.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
most iconic scene ever. That's the first death that anyone could think of. Either that or the uh, the hunter guy who goes for the raptors and clever girl.
Clever girl.
Yeah, those are two right there that you can name easily, easily. Yes, it's
I mean,
funny.
he said clever girl, and he grabbed the gun, but he was too that
Oh, he
dinosaur was too
knew. He already knew when he saw when he knew that that second one was behind him. Yeah,
fast.
he already knew. He was just
He's like clever girl. He tried to go for the gun, but the dinosaur was fast. Like, yeah, brother, just yeah,
he was more or less just doing it just in case he might have had a shot. He knew that was the look of I know I'm already dead. I'm
right,
already
right,
done
right,
for. Like I'm just more or less just in the off chance I get lucky. Just in the off chance. But
right.
yeah, I know that man knew he wasn't making it. But really, when you've got a couple of velociraptors coming to come at you, really, you don't really stand a whole lot of a chance, to be honest. That's
I,
why it's probably not a good idea. They want to start cloning dinosaurs and stuff. But I mean, hey, what do we know? We've only got like several movies based on all the ways that this could go wrong. But go ahead, science community.
listen, we have movies and TV shows that comes out every year of humanity doing shit that's gonna advance humanity in ways and screw up humanity in ways. But then you got reality. He was like, oh, that's not a bad idea. No, 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 no. Because you got the ones who play who wants to play God, and then you want the ones who actually want to what's the word I'm looking for? They want to be very cautious with it. But the ones who want to play God, those are the ones who end up winning and end up screwing up everything else.
No, no, I agree. It always cracks me up because it's like we have perfect examples as to why a lot of this stuff is bad ideas and why you
Hmm.
should do some of this stuff. But go ahead and take the 7 foot tall, 15,000-year-old priestess out of her tomb because I'm sure nothing's bad's gonna happen there.
Dude, oh my god! Listen, that it bothers me so much when I see articles or I would see little commercials on TVs. Oh, these extra, what do you call those people? Mm,
Archaeologists.
archaeologists. They just dug up King Tut's tomb or such and such tomb, and they're gonna unbury it and open it. No, it's buried for a reason. Why are you opening shit? Leave people. That's someone's history, family lineage. Leave that shit over there. Stop. Fuck. Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Stop.
No,
Stop messing with
stop,
things.
stop touching stuff. Stop
Stop.
touching stuff. No,
Stop
I agree.
touching stuff. Because if I'm, I was like, oh, hey, this is archaeologist Yobi here, and I just discovered King Tut's tomb. We're just gonna take pictures. Oh, are you gonna dig it up, move it? No, 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 no. We're gonna leave it over there. We're gonna seal this shit off so nobody can come fuck with it. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. And I don't think people understand. Like just leave stuff alone. Everybody want to be curious. Everybody want to be the first to do this. That leave stuff alone, bro, because you don't know what kind of spirits or what type of disease you're gonna let out.
Hmm.
You never know. So just leave stuff alone. Let people rest in peace. Stop it. Leave it alone.
So no, I agree. I agree with you 100%. Step it yourself.
Yeah, it's creepy. Like, stop messing with stuff. You found the tomb, cool. Take pictures. Now get up out of there. Go away. Don't come back.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree. But with all that being said, it is getting later, and the storm is starting to
It's been an hour already. Holy crap!
yeah, yeah, and it is
Time
starting to
flies
rain
when
a
you're
little
having
harder
fun.
outside. It does. It does. I appreciate you coming on tonight. I appreciate it so much. It's been fun.
Listen, Saturdays, Sundays, I open, so I get off like around 4 or 5. So if ever an emergency happen, I'm available.
I appreciate that so much. It was so
Of
much fun
course,
having you on.
it was fun. Thank you. I really enjoyed myself.
And thank you, everyone in the chat, for hanging out and showing your support. Much appreciated. Uh,
Yo, it was one movie I forgot to mention, but I can't remember the name. You gotta help me. Maybe you remember this movie.
okay.
It came out when we were all kids. It
Okay.
was it was focused on a little boy, but and I think I don't know if he went to a different land or something, but he was on this like this on this white dog, like a dragon.
Never ending story.
Yes, that's it. Oh my god. I bought that movie like a few years ago on my Xbox on the marketplace, and I didn't get a chance to watch it again. But then I went and saw part two. I didn't know they made a part two,
Hmm.
so I bought part two. So probably like probably like sometime next week I'm gonna end up watching it. Never ending story. Oh my god, it's so good.
It is. Yeah,
Thank
I love it. I love it.
Never ending story. Like it's like we were saying earlier, a lot of those movies get lost in they get lost in traffic. Never Ending Story is a classic that no one speaks about.
Hmm. No, it
Such
is.
a good
It's
one.
an awesome classic. It is a really good movie for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely,
Yes,
for
indeed.
sure, for sure, for sure.
Thanks, Axel. It was fun, buddy. Yeah, exactly, Dreadpool. Never Ending Story. Yes.
All right, guys. Well, you can see me Friday night on Iconic Video Games with Axel and the guys and Princess Zelda at
Best
8 o'clock.
podcast on a Friday night. I don't care what nobody says. Kid Rocks.
And I'll be back next Sunday on Majestic Mayhem. And again, thank you, Yobi. I appreciate it so much. I hope you had a great
Anytime. I had a great time, dude. We were talking about movies and stuff. I had a fun time. And
time.
this is the first podcast that I've been on that that I gotta say this, like the main topic of discussion was movies and not video games. So that's a first. Badass. I like it.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
But yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at Legendary Yobi. That's it for now. When I have more stuff, I'll put it out in the ecosystem of things.
Okay. Well, have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you later.
Peace, love,
Bye.
life. Stay safe. If you